It is 1 year now since our current president was sworn into office, and I think God has been gracious and He's been faithful. We have not had it very rough, even though everyone says it has not been very easy. But every Christian knows that even the way to heaven is not easy. When I was growing up, we used to sing and say, "It's not an easy way. We are traveling to heaven. So many are the thorns on the way." Pastors, you need to be conscious also. The president has been in office for 1 year, and most pastors had a lot of expectation. I want to appeal to many pastors not to curse the government. You pray for it. I listened to what pastors were saying when we went to pray for the rains sometime last year. The truth is, most pastors and intercessors prayed for this government to be in power. The government is in power. The reason why God wanted this government is because of revival. And I've said severally, it is not the government to conduct revival, it is us. We have done 1 year. The president has been in office for 1 year. How much have we done as pastors as it pertains to revival? The president is not coming to fund any crusade. If any pastor somewhere is seated and waiting for President William Ruto to conduct a crusade, you are wasting your time. Pastors, listen. When I prayed for this time, the Lord gave me an analogy for the second time. He told me, whatever we were doing, we were supporting the bride and the bridegroom. We were the committee for the wedding. We must be conscious of where our task ends. The marching squad, the wedding committee, their job ends when the wedding has been done. Actually, if we are given an extension, it is at the reception. That's the extension. So every pastor listening to me all over the country, let's wake up. Let's wake up to reality. Let us allow the president to do his job. Let us do our job. We are thousands of us. The president is not coming to build for us churches. If you are a pastor and your church is not building, do it. When you are working in a committee of a wedding, there are a few privileges you enjoy before the wedding day. One of the privileges is that you sit in hotels, you can take tea as you are planning, and you can constantly and regularly receive calls from either the bride or the bridegroom. But don't expect those calls after the wedding. After the wedding, your job is over. Go back and restructure your life. We cannot live in the mood of a wedding every time. You must be conscious to that fact that the wife that has been married will not continue wearing a gown for the entire week. Immediately after the wedding, you must be able to see the signs and get back into business. There are many pastors who are waiting that this government is ours. We put it in place, and therefore we must receive this and this. My friend, even if you are expecting to produce a child, after the child has been produced and is growing up, you cannot fail to discipline simply because you carried for 9 months. You cannot fail to discipline your child. You cannot say, I am not going to cane because I carried for 9 months. One of the reasons why you must cane the child is because you carried for 9 months. So you did not carry to bring a mongoloid. You carried for a reason and a purpose. So the pastors and the bishops and the apostles must be conscious that The wedding is over. And the reception is over. It is high time for everyone to begin functioning according to their calling and their position. Let the president work. Let us also work. All we need is a conducive environment. Men of God, kindly, let us concentrate on revival. We have the liberty to preach. Let's preach. President Ruto will fund our churches. He will sponsor prayer meetings. He will build for us mountains of prayer. He will open for us media houses as a church. He will pay for us adverts. Pay for who? You pay the government and run your advert. Or we are going to conduct crusades freely. The stadiums will be free. And the grass will grow itself. And the workers in the stadium will automatically be paid by God. You take 1 million people to the stadium, they go to the toilet, and you expect the president to pay. I wish the pastors should know that when you produce a child, you support the child. If truly we produce this government, let us prepare to support the government. The government cannot support us. We support the government in all ways, including paying our taxes. That is the reality, and it's a bitter reality. I know most pastors are not praying aggressively as they were praying before the elections. If there is a pastor out there, or an apostle, or a bishop, waiting for CDF, please wake up. Listen to the call from Pastor Muruabe. Wake up. Wake up. Let us carry revival. Let us organize our troops. Let's tell the church members not to wait for anything from any government whatsoever. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. If we believe we are doing a divine assignment, then the rewarder is not Ruto. It will be Jesus.